For somebody with a significant disability, the funding wouldn't be available for them ever to live in an apartment by themselves. They need assistance pretty much on call 24 hours a day because physically they can't do it for themselves.
My hopes and dreams and ambitions were the same as anyone. Wanted to live in the world, wanted to see the world, succeed in the world. Because I stayed with my parents, I became more and more isolated. What this apartment has allowed me to do is it's a foundation that allows me to live and freedom and dignity.
We started out as a very small organization, a group of guys out of Pearson Hospital who didn't want to live in an institution, and that was 40 years ago, which was unheard of. And they busted out and got some rental properties and thought that they would help other people do what they had done, get out into the community and live in the community. So the Vancouver Resource Society was incorporated, and the mission and the mandate is to provide independent living opportunities in the community for people with disabilities.
When I was in the hospital, I didn't know if I'd survive. It's the thing that everybody, when they've had a spinal cord injury, asks. But you can't live in that mental state too long. You have to say, okay, what's next? What do I do? And no, I did not envision this exactly, but in an environment like I'm in, my own apartment, which is what the VRS does for me, life is good.
Independence for someone especially with a disability, it's very important because it empowers them. It gives them the control. This is their life. Independence is pretty well the last thing that we want to give up as a human being.
We have either a single residential home, or we'll go out and we'll buy an entire apartment building and 4 to 6 to 8 units in that building, and we'll put in a 24-hour care service. Everybody pools their care hours into one pot. What that does is it allows the individual to live independently in their own suite, have their own job, family, wife, girlfriend, because they're independent and they live in their own home. We also have a day program from 9 till 9 at night where individuals can come socialize, watch TV, watch the game, come here during the day. We have all sorts of skill enhancement programs, money management, hygiene, food preparation, community access, all that kind of stuff. We're partnering with municipalities, municipal governments, and developers where our clients are integrated into a regular, everyday walk of life building.
I wanted to apply to UVC, and it was kind of a scary thought because as a person growing up with a disability, you're always wondering, how is this going to work? Like, what happens when I'm not living with mom and dad anymore? And this particular environment, there's always someone available to help me if I need it, so I really appreciate that.
Working with the Vancouver Resource Society, the city fulfills its social goals, and the Vancouver Resource Society receives mortgage-free turnkey units for their housing program, and the developer gets to build a great project.
The municipalities are more than willing to go to their way to help developers that are involving us to provide a community amenity.
The Vancouver Resource Society's board of directors comes from a diversity of professional expertise and background. VRS is a recognized leader in the community of providing accessible housing and care for our client. We are recognized not only because of our level of care, but because of our ability to acquire and maintain housing.
The design of these houses are amazing. They're designed so that clients are able to maximize their level of independence.
I really feel like living here has given me that normal experience that everyone else has had of becoming an adult and feeling like you can handle life independently.
I remember showing the new condo to a client. He was accompanied by his parents and his mom. With tears in her eyes, he said, "Gloria, I'm so happy. This is the first time in 2 years that I saw my son smiling." That's what VRS does, and it's incredible. It's an amazing thing to do for someone who's been institutionalized for so long.
Hospital settings, it's about getting physical needs met, but there's no person being met there. There's no dreams or goals or ambitions. It's you treating the actual body and not the person, and I can't think of anything more horrible. Life isn't about efficiency. Life is about living. Life is about love and laughter and relationships and family. In these homes, it's about family.
to me. Being independent means doing as much for myself as I can in order to be happy, and sometimes I forget that I'm differently abled. That's the best feeling in the world to me.